What it do, people? It's your boy Turner from Physique, and in this video I'm going to show you guys the secret to any successful fat loss plan. So for all you guys that didn't know, I've been bulking for the past 1 year, and it's finally time for me to cut down and reveal all the muscle that I've built. So I just thought this was the perfect time for me to show you guys the #1 secret, the one underlying principle behind every single successful fat loss plan, and that is, for you to lose fat, you need to be in something called a caloric deficit. Now, a caloric deficit is pretty much just fancy talk for saying you burn more calories than you consume. Now, there are 3 ways for you to create a caloric deficit. I'm going to go over all 3 in this video. Now, the first way you can create a caloric deficit is you can increase your activity level. Now, in my opinion, this way of doing things is not the most optimal. The reason why, because it is very inefficient with time. Think about this. A guy that is my weight and height, I'm about 210 pounds and 6'2". I'll need to run 25 miles every single week in order to be able to lose 1 measly pound. Man, forget that mess. I can barely even run 2 miles. Talk about 25, just to lose 1 pound. Man, forget that mess, man. Plus, doing more cardio can actually hurt your performance in the gym because it can negatively affect your recovery ability if you do too much. So if you do excessive cardio, you actually put yourself in greater risk of losing muscle mass. So because of this, you might actually be losing weight, but then you won't be looking any better because you're not actually losing body fat. The other way you can create a caloric deficit is #2 is you can reduce your caloric intake. Simple enough, all you need to do is bring down your food intake and voila, you now start losing fat. Now, for all you food lovers out there, I'm sure this is something that you don't want to do. It's a hard pill to swallow. But think about this, you have been enjoying food all your freaking life. I think you can cut down on the food intake for just a few months to be able to get the body that you want. Now, if this option doesn't sit well with you, there is another alternative, which is option #3 for creating a caloric deficit. For this way, you have to increase your activity level and simultaneously reduce your caloric intake to create a caloric deficit. Now, this method will allow you to be able to eat more food because you're actually using both methods as I said previously. So that way you get the best of both worlds. You get to eat more food and you get to burn calories through activity. But with this, you want to be very careful, especially with the activity of not overdoing it, because again, like I said previously, if you do too much cardio, it can put you at risk of muscle loss. So I usually like to do about 70 to 80% of the deficit from diet, and then the other 20 to 30% from cardio, if that's the route you want to take. Me personally, I don't use this third method because I hate doing cardio. I just despise it. I don't like doing cardio at all. You guys can't imagine how much I hate doing cardio. The only time that I would do cardio on a diet is when I'm deep into the cut and then I need to increase my deficit, but I don't want to bring my food take any lower. And that usually near the very tail end of the cut, and I might do that for just like 2 weeks or a month just to get some more fat loss. But guys, that is it. That is all you need to know for creating fat loss. You just need a deficit, and then to create that deficit, you can 1, increase activity, 2, reduce your caloric intake, or 3, a combination of the above. Alright guys, that wraps up the video. If you guys like this content, you know what to do. Give it a zoom, boom, thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe. Catch you guys later. Peace.